So the reason this video is titled "This Changes Everything," I know I'm going the MTash route here, but is because when I got this artifact, I can't even believe how hard the damage went up. Like trying to get the attack percentage rolls, all that crap, whatever. But if you get a crit rate headpiece or a crit damage headpiece with all crit rolls, it changes freaking everything. Your damage does this. It doesn't even matter what the other rolls are. I thought it did. This is the only stat that matters. So if just go for the big crit damage and crit chance headpieces. Try to get the Mad Lad roll on one piece, because if you get any crit chance, crit damage, the other subset rolls don't matter as much, because this is a huge damage increase. And I'll show you why from the previous video from Fischl as well as this one. So in the most recent event that came out, there was a boost inside a zone to give you extra damage, and this actually helped you get like 10k autos and stuff like that on my Fischl. And when we're out in the open world trying to do damage tests and stuff like that on like normal things with a food buff as well as a potion buff, I was able to get large damage, like 10k autos before. Now, if I go into the child fight, you can see my damage kind of goes down a bit where I'm not having any potion buff or food buff right there, and we're actually going down to a significantly lower value, even with the Bennett buff, only getting about 8, 9, 10k autos. So now, and then when we get to the physical main event, for the top damage I can deal here, the highest damage I was able to hit was about 13 to 14,000 on autos. And because I was able to do large hits on these enemies and actually like boost out with all the food buffs and everything that we had, I was able to get very large damage. But this artifact actually changed the overall landscape of my damage to a very significant value that makes this damage actually look very small in comparison, even without food buffs. And even though I lose attack, I go from about 2890 attack, well, I think in total. I go from about 2895 attack all the way down to about 2600, 2500, and it actually just bumped my damage really heavily. So I was in the middle of artifact grinding today, and I had a miracle happen. The miracle was something I've never seen before, and I am over the moon. But for some freaking reason, I have a 37% substat roll on crit damage on my crit rate headpiece randomly. So if you didn't know, the artifact I was using before for headpiece was this Gladiator Triumph headpiece, and I'm switching out to this one. It's 14% attack and 12% crit damage, but there's only one roll on defense. And I was like, oh, this is an amazing piece because I rolled whatever I could get, and I got a really high attack percentage roll on it, and I got crit damage. But this damage test shows you why that's very different. No shield. Plus shield. You good, bro? 15,400. Okay. Just those super good ducks just walking at people. Oh, it's funny as shit. It's literally just walking through people right now. Also, in this video, I currently have this piece here. I've rolled crit once and HP every single other time on flat HP, and this started with 3. This one rolled flat attack, and it has crit damage on it, but I'm gonna risk it. Seka, no! Don't do it! Don't do it, Seka! I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Because, come on. Let's go! Okay, so now we're at 143. All right, so here's the plan. Here's the plan. Oh my God! Oh my God! What? Omega Fizz test. Hopefully we don't kill this dude in like one hit again. What?
Yeah, Makaj Gaming just subscribed.
24,000! Holy shit! All right, solo Fischl on the floor now. Alright, so for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to be showing some open world tests and show you guys the damage difference on some of those the tests in the open world. And I can't really be fair perfectly about every single test that I do because I have Amos bow and there's distance factors and a lot of other things that comes in to play because that's just the way the bow works. Skyward Harp is of course the better option, but you can only get what we can get. And one of the things that's really interesting about Amos bow is because since it has such a high damage min-max on it, you can actually get the highest possible single hits on any target with the Amos bow versus a Skyward Harp, but you will have, of course, more damage per second on a Skyward Harp. Now, the other thing about Skyward Harp is that it also has that 125% modifier that you're going to see that's going to really boost your damage through the roof with every time you get a proc hit, and that is the major reason Skyward Harp is a lot better. In the video, I can definitely see that like one of the things that I definitely have done as artifact grinding goes is I have always gone for the attack percentage, crit damage, crit chance pieces and try to get all the rolls perfect. And I didn't realize that this is actually a misstep that I should not have been doing until I started seeing the real numbers of what you could do for damage and how you could really boost your damage going for min-max rolls. Because the best way to boost your damage is just trying to get a crit chance, crit damage roll, and then of course rolling onto the crit chance and crit damage, and then you can see the real damage numbers start ramping up very heavily past that point. It's on all the artifact sets that I've done so far, I'd say about one of them has ever had this happen to it, ever. And this is in hundreds of legendary artifacts that I've farmed. And I have destroyed, I don't even know how many. And with the switching of the gear in this video, I kind of like wanted to go with a crit damage modifier roll and see if I could get a little bit higher. And I showed exactly what happened with the attack percentage roll and getting the crit chance crit damage with all the good rolls on it. And even if you get really unlucky on that roll, what happens if you go to one that you do get lucky on with really bad other rolls? So you can clearly see it's a lot better to go with the C damage multiple roll versus the attack percentage, HP, crit damage percentage, etc. Try to get every single roll perfect if you're trying to min-max a character like Fischl, Razor, etc. Because you're going to get really high damage by going with this route. But alright guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you have a great rest.